ladies, I don't think men want to be friends with women platonically. Being honest,
I agree.
No, like
Well,
don't
that's
like
true.
me.
Well, mine rejected me.
was that?
Who?
He rejected me in a way,
Right.
yeah.
I think the
In
only
a way.
reason why is because the consequences of him
Yeah.
dealing with you would fuck up his situation.
Yeah.
But if he didn't have that situation, he would do
Oh,
it.
I didn't even say this either. He did it with my best friend before, too. I forgot that. Yeah, I totally forgot.
Okay, so ladies, here's my equation. I wrote about this in my book.
Oh, yeah. What book?
Oh.
Yeah,
This one right here.
Oh yeah.
Bestseller, Why Women Deserve Less.
How dare you?
But in this book,
Yeah.
I talk about a bunch of things. But one of the things I talk about is how men can't be friends with women because the main reason why men deal with women is for sexuality. And typically, the only time I've ever seen a woman actually be able to be friends with a man is if the guy is like, the parties, basically they're constrained, where it's like, if one of them hooks up with each other, there's dire social consequences. Whether, like you said, dating your best friend, maybe married to somebody, whatever. Like, that's the only time I've seen that you have these social constraints that keep them from any type of sexuality. But if a guy could sleep with a girl that's his friend without consequence, they'll do it. But when you have barriers like that, where, like in your example, he has a girl and your best friend is friends with him, then that creates problems.
Yeah.
So,
And it's also so easy for like a sexual relation, for a friendship to turn like sexual, even if you don't like imagine it to. Like I feel like it's so easy.
Like drugs, liquor, like the right time.
and here's the other thing too.
That too.
A lot of girls get mad at me for saying this, but I think women get all the benefit in a friendship with a guy versus the guy gets nothing. I'll explain what I mean. So men want like sexuality, right, and intimacy with women, but if they don't get that, there's not much else women can really provide. But on the other hand, for the guy, he can give you boyfriend energy, listen to your problems, give you that masculine energy, protection.
Yeah.
Like, you basically get to do everything with him as a boyfriend without necessarily having to have sex with him. So, like, for girls, putting a guy in a friend zone actually is to your great benefit. But being in a friend zone as a guy is like a big L for you. It's kind of like, to give you a functional equivalent, because you guys are like, oh, that doesn't sound right. If a guy only called you at 2 a.m. for sex, how'd that make you feel?
Only
Like a
Only
whore.
called you at 2 a.m. for sex.
and then
Like you're blocked.
Like a
and,
whore.
after the
You're
sex,
blocked.
A situationship.
A booty call.
A
Yeah.
situationship.
But you wouldn't think too highly of yourself, right? Because he only calls you at that time.
Correct.
That's precisely what it's like for a guy to be in a friend zone with a girl. Same thing. Like, you're giving your commodity without getting anything in return. Like, he's not giving you commitment or relationship or any boyfriend energy. He's just having sex with you. Same exact thing where a guy is like giving you, he's being your friend, but he's not getting anything in return for his. So that's the equivalent. Like, a guy gets friend zone, a girl gets zoned.
But
But there's also some guys who will be friends with pretty girls, so that
Also-
way they pull more girls. And there's at times the girls be trying to come at the best friends, thinking that we with them.
So
I done dealt
again,
with
like
that.
I said, that only works in like one or two situations. Either A, there's serious social constraints like the one you just gave with your friend, or there's a professional relationship where it benefits them to be like that, a promoter, something like that,
Yes,
where
that's
their
what I'm
ability to earn an income and have a
Producer,
living
yeah.
is contingent upon having these women around so that he can bring them to other places.
Right.
But that's the only time I've ever seen guys like be friends with women. But it doesn't really benefit us to be friends with you
No,
guys.
it's not. Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I put all my friends.
It's a liability, honestly, bro. It's a liability to be friends with women as a guy.
Or you, like the females just has to like not accept those offers. Like don't like if you have a guy friend and he wants to pay, be like, oh no, you don't have to pay for me. Or like, oh, you don't have to protect me in this
pay for
situation.
set boundaries.
Yeah.
Set
Set
boundaries.
boundaries.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but the problem with that is that like it's like in a guy's second nature. This is why women weren't allowed in infantry for so long, because in infantry in the military, where you're probably going to see combat, what ends up happening is the guys will do stupid shit to protect their female counterpart soldiers and compromise the entire unit. So this is why they kept women out of infantry for so long, because men have a biological urge to protect women.
Yeah.
So you can say that like, don't protect me, but if someone snuffs you on the street,
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times, if that guy gives a fuck about you, he's gonna go chase that
White
guy
knight.
down.
Yeah. White
Yeah.
knight. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Or
yeah.
at least with providing, maybe with money.
I mean, that's the same thing though.
I can't
Yeah.
say my little homeboy.
He's gonna
they
have to
definitely
pay.
provide.
Like, I look at it like he's gonna have to pay no matter what, whether it's time, energy, money. He's gonna
Yeah.
pay in some degree. Like, because the thing with women, right, is you guys are able to extract value from men in multiple different ways, right? There's a guy that could be saved on the phone as Uber. There's a guy that could be saved on the phone as psychiatrist. There could be a guy
AT&T.
saved on the phone as sex. Another guy's ATM. So like, women could kind of compartmentalize the value a man brings, but like, we can't necessarily do that with you guys.
Yeah, we can't.
Like with you guys, it really comes down to your sexuality.
Yeah,
Now
sexual.
there are some situations where let's say a girl has a connect or a plug to something that you don't have access to.
Yeah, true.
Okay, cool. That might help you. But that's far and few between. We're talking about 1 out of 50 girls might be able to give you some type of benefit like that, where she gives you access to something that you can't get on your own as a guy.
Yeah.
Right?
I
So,
mean, I
and
kinda-
she'll share it with you.
My
I kind of
friends.
disagree
Okay,
a
why do you
little
disagree?
bit because
Sure.
I feel like at the end, I mean, yeah, we do benefit more than the guys, but I also
Yeah.
believe that men also do benefit. Because at the end of the day, guys do come and vent to us or tell us about a chick or be like, oh, what you think about her, or can you get some info or whatever the case is.
Needing advice.
Do you know her? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait,
So-
dudes
it
go
doesn't-
through us for
What, though?
background checks.
And on what though?
Background
mean?
checks on their
Like
dime.
background checks, just to scope the scene, find out who she is, who she connected to. Is she got a baby daddy?
Is she a
How
hoe?
many kids? Is she a hoe? Whatever the case is.
I mean, what what is he, a drug dealer, a scammer? Like what the fuck?
Some
Like,
niggas-
I've never in my fucking life in Miami.
It's
Had a girl like, yo, Juicy, yo, pull up on this nigga, right? Like, tell him what's up.
All right.
I'ma do it.
So-
Yeah, I haven't heard of that.
Okay,
There's
I see your
people
perspective.
doing
You're saying
it.
women
There's
can
guys
do that, but,
do that.
but you can get that from a guy. Is my point.
Yeah. you
There's
can.
nothing exclusive, like to women. Being friends with women really benefits you as a guy.
Can I say something?
There's not much. Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
you know,
so
oh.
I have a lot of brothers, okay? And one thing that I feel like my brothers benefit from with me, even if they're not my blood brothers, they may be really close friends that I consider brothers. They do get a woman's perspective. So let's say they're having an issue with a very emotional girlfriend that's maybe over emotional, that she's just lashing out or she's crazy or something like that, right? So they'll reach out to me, their trusted close friend that they know won't expose the situation, won't judge anybody, or won't tell his business. So he'll reach out to me for a woman's point of view, like why is she always tripping? Why is she always so jealous? Why is she so insecure? And maybe I can share my perspective as a woman that'll make him understand his woman.
I think it's
Yeah.
still more though, men.
I mean, like,
still,
sorry, it's the same thing for a guy too. Like,
Yeah.
he's asking, or like her cousin or his, hey, what's up? Like, why is she tripping or whatnot? Like, the same guy can easily give the same information. Hey, this is why she's tripping, nigga.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
and-
saying? So it's like, it's not necessarily that he wants to ask you, but it's like he doesn't know who else to ask other than, you know.
I agree.
I agree
feel
and
like,
disagree.
I feel like, yeah, men do have like more benefits than females because, like, protection wise, a man not gonna come to us for protection. Like, oh yeah, I'm going through this. Let me come to you. That's not true. Like, females go through domestic violence and all that extra shit, and the first thing we do is call our homeboys. Or call them, like, if we really down bad, our homeboys is my homeboys my first option because they gonna come through every time. But they call me. I ain't got no gun, but I know how to fight. But I pull out my stripper pole real quick.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Yeah. That's just what I think it is. I think with men, are there situations, right, where a girl can be helpful for sure. But I would argue, like, if you took 100 relationships where the guy is friend zoned by the girl, maybe 10 out of those relationships, the guy's actually getting some real benefit versus what he's giving. So that's kind of what I think it is. And the thing with, like, a woman's perspective, I actually don't think women are actually good at attracting other women or understanding other women to the same degree. Yeah. Maybe in the confinements of a relationship a little bit, but what I've come to realize is, like, you guys really don't know how to attract other women.